Good morning, students. Today's class we will see one of the management function, that is the group dynamics. Group dynamics deals with attitudes and behavior patterns of a group. Group dynamics concern how groups are formed, what is their structure, and which process are followed in their functioning. Thus, it concerns with the interactions and forces operating between groups. Every organization is a group into itself. A group refers to two or more people who share a common meaning and evaluation of themselves and come together to achieve common goals. In other words, a group is a collection of people who interact with one another, accept rights and obligations as members, and who share a common identity. Group dynamics refer to adjustive changes that take place in a group structure as a result of changes in any part of it. As Kurt Lewin put it, a change in a part brings a change throughout the entire system, analogous to the change witnessed in an electrical or magnetic field. The adjustive changes may take place in process of interpersonal behavior or intergroup behavior. The interpersonal behavior is governed by interpersonal needs. What a member wants to contribute, what he can contribute to the group, cause the extent to which he will interact with other members of the group will depend upon the factors physics, mental abilities, intelligence, aptitude, interest, and personality. Characteristic of a group. Regardless of the size or the purpose, every group has similar characteristics. It has two or more persons. If it is a person, it is not a group. Formal social structure. The rules of the game are defined. C. A common fate. They all swim together. D. Common goals. The destiny is the same and emotionally connected. Face-to-face interaction. There will be talk with each other. Interdependence. Each one is complementary to the other. Self-definition as a group members. One who is belong to the group. Recognition by others. Yes, you belong to the group. Group dynamic concept. The term group dynamics is concerned with the interactions and forces among the group members in an organization. More specifically, it refers following issues. First, how a group has come into being, why the group has emerged, what is the size and its composition, what are the activities of the group, how the members interact and resolve things, what are the processes used by the members to share information, work-related issues, how many members behave and influence each other, what internal networks are put to use spread the rumors, how members are reacting to former leaders, work rules changes, etc. How the informal group function and affect individual members, other groups and organizations. Group dynamics have four important characteristics. First one, group dynamics describe how a group should be organized and operate. It includes pattern of leadership and cooperation. Second, group dynamics consist of a set of techniques as role-playing, brainstorming, group therapy, sensitivity, training, etc. Third, group dynamics deals with the internal nature of groups, their formation, structure, and process, and their way they affect individual members, other groups, and the organization as a whole. Group dynamics refers to changes which take place within the groups and is concerned with the interaction and forces obtained between group members in a social setting. Group dynamics, the 8 main principles. First one, a group is to be used effectively as a medium of a change. Those people who are to be changed and those who are exert influence to change must have a strong sense of belongingness to the same group. More sorry. More attractive the group is to be the member, the greater the influence that the group can exert on its member. Third, in an attempt to change attitude, values, or behavior, the more relevant they are on the basis of attraction on the groups, this greater will be influence the group can exert upon the members. Fourth, greater the prestige of a group member in the eyes of the other members, the greater the influence he can exert. Efforts to change the individual or subparts of the group would have the effect of making them deviate from norms of the group will encounter strong resistance. Information relating to the need for the change, plans for the change, and consequence of change must be shared by all relevant people in the group. Strong pressure for change in a group can establish by creating shared perception by members of the need for the change, thus making the source of pressure for change lie within the group. Change in one part of a group produces strain in the other related parts, which can be reduced only by eliminating the change or by bringing about readjustment in related parts. Importance of group dynamics. Firstly, a group can influence the way the members think. The members are always influenced by interactions of other members in the group. A group with a good leader performs better as compared to a group with a weak leader. The group can give effective synergy. That is, if the group consists of positive thinkers, then output will be more doubled every time. Group dynamism can furthermore give job satisfaction to the members. Group can also infuse team spirit into the members. Even the attitude, insight, and ideas of members depend upon group dynamism. For example, negative thinkers convert positive thinkers with the help of a facilitator. Also, if a group works with a cohesive group, cooperation and convergence can result in maximization of productivity. Furthermore, the group dynamics can reduce labor unrest. Lastly, it reduces labor turnover due to emotional attachment among the group members. Stages of group development include forming, storming, norming, performing, adjoining, and forming. Forming. The first stage in the life of a group is concerned with forming a group. This stage characterized by members seeking their work assignment or other benefit like status, affiliation, power. Members at this stage are either engaged in busy type of activity or show apathy. Storming. The next stage of the group marked by formation of dynads and triads. Members seek out familiar or similar individuals and begin deeper sharing of self. Continued attention to the subgroup created differentiation in a group, and tensions across the dyads or triads may appear. Pairing is a common phenomenon. There will be conflict about controlling the group. Norming. Third stage of the group development is marked by more serious concern about task performance. The dyads or triads begin to open up and seek out members in the group. Efforts are made to establish various norms for task performance. Performing. In this stage, fully functional group where members see themselves as a group and get involved in the task. Each person makes a contribution. Authoritative figure is also seen in the part of the group. Group norms are followed and collective pressure is exerted to ensure the process of group effectiveness of the group. Adjoining. In this case, temporary groups like project team, task force, or other such group which have limited task at hand also have fifth stage known as adjoining. The factors affecting the group behavior. Success or failure of a group depend upon so many factors. The group member resource rate, the group process like communication, group decision making process, power dynamics, group tasks like complexity or interdependence. Group norms. Norms define the acceptable standard or boundaries of acceptable and unacceptable behavior shared by the group member. They are typically created in order to facilitate group survival, make behavior more predictable, avoid embracing situations, and express the values of the group. A majority of the group must agree that the norms appropriate in order for the behavior to be accepted. There must also be shared understanding that the group supports the norms. Group cohesiveness. Cohesiveness refers to bonding of a group members or unity, feelings or attraction for each other and desire to remain part of the group. Many factors influence the amount of group cohesiveness. That means agreement on group goals, frequency of interaction, personal attractiveness, intergroup competition, favorable evaluation, etc. Highly cohesive groups may also be more vulnerable groupthink. Groupthink occurs when the members of a group exert pressure on each other to come to a conscience in decision making. Group process. Decision making by a group is superior because group generates more information and knowledge, generates diverse alternatives, increase acceptance of a solution, and increase legitimacy. Turning groups into effective teams. All teams are groups, but not groups are teams. Teams often are difficult to form because it takes time for members to learn how to work together. People in every workplace talk about building the team, working as a team, and my team, but few understand how to create the experience of a teamwork or how to develop effective team. Belonging to a team, the broader sense, as a result of feeling part of something other than oneself. It has a lot to do with understanding of a mission or objectives of organization. It is on record that a team are better than groups because they are more flexible and responsive to the dynamic environment. Group work has no opportunity to involve in the collective works. Successful team building that creates effective, focused work teams require attention to each other following. Like first one is clear expectation. The managers must clearly tell the team members of the expected performance and team members must understand the reason for its creation. 4. It is the organization must support the team with the resource people, time and money. Second is commitment. Team members must participate in the team, feel that the team mission is important, and have commitment to accomplishing the team mission and expected outcomes. Commitment will come if the team members perceive their service as a valuable to the organization and to their own careers. Third is competence. Team members must have knowledge, skill and capabilities, the resources, strategies, and support needed to accomplish its mission to address the issues for which the team has formed. Control. The team is not only enough freedom to empowerment to feel the ownership necessary to accomplish this charter, but also the accountability. There has to be defined review process. Collaboration. Teams should be understand the group process and work effectively and cooperatively with other members of the team. For it is understand the roles and responsibilities of the team members, team leaders, and team recorders. Sixth one is communication. To make team members clear about priority of the task, they receive regular feedback. Team members must clearly and honestly with each other. Diverse opinions be welcome and conflicts be taken up positively. Creativity. The team should have value, creative thinking, unique solutions and new ideas and reward members who take responsible risks to make improvements. If necessary, it should provide the training, education, access to books and films and field trip to stimulate new thinking. Coordination. The team should understand the concept of internal customer to whom they provide a product or a service. The team efforts need to be coordinated by central leadership team that assists the groups to obtain what they need for success. So this is an effective team. So effective teams should have collaboration, communication, creativity, coordination, clear expectation, commitment, competence, and control. In conclusion, one realizes that certain groups dynamics usually affect work productivity and one needs effective strategy to address them. These include factors as communication, problem solving among employees, lack of cohesiveness among diverse groups, role conflicts within the groups, and excessive intergroup conflicts. All these elements have their unique impact on work productivity, whereby in many cases they negatively affect the employee output. Fortunately, remedial measures that counter the negative group dynamics mentioned above exist and observing them would improve the employee productivity. Thank you.